This woman has over 46 years of experience as a professional in cosmetology. She is a trichologist, which means she's an expert on the hair, the scalp, the skin, and everything having to do with making your hair the best that it can be. So, without any further ado, she's actually also the creator of the largest expo in Southern California. So, that's right. So, you go on Miss Spectrum International Beauty Expo. Doris Mosley.
Thank you, Kathy, for such an awesome intro. I wanted to look behind, but I realized it's just the window there. Who are you talking about?
I'm
Yeah.
talking about you.
Oh, okay. I'm so excited to be here and be on this team, Kathy. I always appreciate people's time because time is something you can't get back. But fortunately, here at Wakana, you can get your hair back if your follicle is still alive. So I'm excited about that and excited about being on a part of this team. And I just kept saying to Melissa, we need a system. Hemp powered hair is awesome, but it needs a little help. It needs a little free before we get to hemp powered hair. And everybody, I always tell everybody, if you live and you need hemp powered hair. And now that we have the system, wow, we really are excited about that. And it's a 5-part system. But I'm going to share with you why we needed this system before Melissa come back on. And that is because alopecia is at an all-time epidemic. Now we're dealing with a pandemic, but we also have an epidemic and I think it's a pandemic too because it's all over the world. Anywhere, anytime you have a follicle, there's a chance that you're going to have some hair loss. So alopecia is actually the medical term for baldness. And last week, if you was on, you got a chance to meet Dr. Marcia Glenn, who went really deep because she deals with the hair beneath the scalp and we deal with the hair once it come above the scalp. And beneath the scalp is the root. Above the scalp is the shaft. So we have 3 types of hair loss. We have alopecia areata. And that's areata is in spots. If you're looking at a person and you see spots of baldness, then you say, that person is suffering with alopecia areata. And then you have alopecia totalis. Totalis means there's no hair on the entire head. And sometimes the eyebrows and eyelashes are affected. And then you have alopecia universalis. Alopecia universalis means that there's no hair over the entire body. Now you're born with 5 million follicles over the entire body, and over 100,000 of them make it to the head. But if you lose one of those to the death of the follicle, that follicle is not coming back. You cannot resurrect a follicle. But if the follicle is laying dormant, meaning that it may be a little sick, or it may be a little sluggish, or just a little tired, you know how you feel when you get tired. You need a boost. And that's where hemp powered hair oil comes into play. But before you get into hemp powered hair, we have an awesome shampoo. And that shampoo will definitely make a difference in your hair. Now, you may see me like a little more screeching today. I had eye surgery on Wednesday, so just kind of overlook that. It feels better closed. But I'm going to keep them open long enough for you to hear about our new product line that we are so excited about because our shampoo definitely is bringing you what is needed. And I always like to say we have 10 starring products in that shampoo. And one of those stars is our laurel glucoside. Now, we don't have lauryl sulfate, and although lauryl sulfate is not carcinogenic, meaning that it's cancer causing, it can be very irritating and very drying to the scalp. So I'm so glad because I am a cancer survivor that that is not in the product. Wakanda went through great links to make sure they researched the ingredients that's going to give us maximum results without any side effects. And that's why I'm so excited about it. And that's glucoside. It's a super, I'm not super, see my eyes is fooling me. It's sugar-based surfactant used as emulsifier and stabilizer. It's produced from natural raw material. Natural. That's how McConnell do it. They do it with a natural product, perfectly safe with no adverse effect, and that's key. Then it also has sweet basil leaf oil, contributes to a light and refreshing scent. And when you're getting your hair shampoo, you want a light and refreshing scent. You don't want nothing that don't smell good. You want something that can relax you. Uh, it contributes to a light and refreshing scent. It's stimulating to the hair follicles and circulation. Circulation plays a big part because the blood nourishes every cell in the body, and you definitely want good circulating blood at that point. Stimulating to the hair follicles and again, and circulation, facilitate healthy hair growth, reduce and slow the rate of hair loss. And that's the goal. You want to slow down hair loss because it is right now at an all-time epidemic. Then you have the rosemary leaf oil. It's help relieve itchy scalp. If your scalp continuously to be itchy, something is wrong, and you do not want that. I see Melissa's chiming in, but we're going to move right on into it. Improve cellular generation. And I had an opportunity, I said one week that I interviewed an oncologist, and I asked the oncologist, at what point do you lose your hair when you're getting chemo? And she said, Doris, you lose your hair at the cellular level. So we have a product that helps at the cellular level improve. So that's major. It helps deep cleanse the cuticle layer and get rid of product buildup. Now, you can't condition over conditioner. So you have a shampoo that deep cleanse that hair and get to the cuticle layer, which is the first layer of hair. Once it comes above the scalp, that's the shaft. The shaft actually has three layers. The cuticle layer is that transparent layer. So our product help cleanse the cuticle layer so the hair can be properly conditioned. The laurel leaf oil we have is boosts and promotes hair growth, prevents excessive hair loss. It is an astringent that helps tighten the grip of the hair and the root. That's important because you don't want to lose any of that. It prevents loss of hair. We even have the ginger root oil, stimulates hair follicles, promotes hair growth, strengthens the strand, restore moisture. Hair is made of two things. It's made of moisture and it's made of protein, which is a keratin. You want something that's going to help uh, restore moisture or maintain moisture. That's why it's important that you follow the steps. And they made it very easy. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you won't miss a step. All you have to do is be able to read or numbers. I have a 6-year-old granddaughter. She reads very well. Come in, kids, and read this for grandma. So if you need an extra set of eyes, they got it right there for you. Very easy to read. Eucalyptus leaf essential oil, natural nourishing properties. You want something that's going to be nourishing because you know we need nourishment for our body. You know your hair needs it because hair is an appendage of skin. So that's important. Soothe and calm the scalp so healthy looking hair can shine through. Very important because when people looking at you, are they looking at your hair? They're seeing how it's shiny. If your hair is shiny and looking good, you're going to say, what are you using on your hair? That's what you're going to ask the person. And they're simply going to say, honey, I am a Wakana for life. I use the hemp powered hair system. And a system is simply saving yourself time, energy, and money. We also have lemon peel oil. Lemon peel oil is a natural oil for the hair. It cleanses the scalp, ideal for oily scalp. Scalp remains healthy with shine. And that's what you're going to always look for. How healthy that hair look and how shiny it look. And some people say, well, I don't need the hemp powered hair oil because my hair is healthy. Girl, my hair look good. Yes, you want to make sure it continues to look good because when we reach that ripe old age of 40, things start to change. So we want to stay ahead of the game. We also have our protein, our provitamin B5, ability to deeply moisturize and penetrate the skin and hair, prevents moisture loss, lock in moisture from other ingredients. In the shampoo, I mean, it locks in the moisture from other ingredients, not just the vitamin 5, B5, it reaches out to all the other ingredients that's in the product. Just imagine a chain. Each chain link connects to the other one. How strong is that chain? And that's why I was so excited when Wakana came with this line, because each product supports each ingredient supports the other, and each product support the other. So it's just like the chain link that connects together. It locks in moisture from the other ingredients in the shampoo, deep penetrate hair, and help nourish the scalp as well. I mean, what more can one ask for when they have that kind of results? And they didn't just stop there. They came with a conditioner that you can leave in. And I'm not going to go through all of the ingredients in the conditioner because they left nothing out. It's over 16 or 17 of those. So I'm just going to touch on two that I know is playing a big role. And that's the rose flowered water, which is the main astringent, mild astringent, reduces oiliness and dandruff. And sometimes dandruff is disguised as product half rinsed off the scalp. So you want to make sure, because actually when you think it's dandruff, it's that the cells are being manufactured faster than you can get them off. That's why people say, well, how often should I shampoo my hair? Well, you should shampoo at least once a week, simply because of the practice that we end up, styling our hair. We just don't just go natural all the time. Sometimes we blow dry and we press, or we flat iron, or we curl, hot curl, we use heat. So we won't be shampooing every week, maybe every 2 weeks, but at least, because the cells generate and it lays on the scalp, and we think it's dandruff, but it's really not. And then we have product buildup on the scalp that is disguised as dandruff. So we want to make sure that we are shampooing at least once a week. And then it's anti-inflammatory. Now, inflammation is one of the leading causes for hair loss. So we have something in our conditioner that helps with that, which is our rose flower water. Then we have a stabilizer with our hair pH. Now, our hair and skin is 4.5 to 5.5 on the pH scale. So we want to make sure our product is saying the same thing so it won't disturb our pH. That's important. So when Wakana was looking for ingredients, they made sure they had an ingredient in there that would stabilize our hair pH, and that was very important. And repair damaged porosity. Now, we talked about porosity last week, but let me just quickly share with you, porosity is good to a degree. But when you say, oh, my hair is good porosity, that's not good, because what's that saying is your cuticle layer is not closed properly. And when your cuticle layer is not closed properly, that means that any and everything can get in and any and everything can get out. So the protection is not there, and the shine is natural shine is not there, because light reflects off of your cuticle layer. So you want to make sure that you have porosity, but you don't want good porosity. How do you test for porosity? Take a few strands and put them in water. And if they go down under the water, that means your porosity is good, but it's bad. Okay? And then we have, of course, black seed oil. Black seed oil is one of those oils that is just awesome to have in your product, because if you are having an itchy scalp, then you want to make sure you get your black seed oil, and it's in your detangling shampoo. Your detangling conditioner. It's in your conditioner, and that's your leave-in conditioner. And your black seed oil, it maintains scalp health. It seals in moisture, it thickens the hair, and it relieves itchy scalp. Now, if you're digging in your scalp all the time, scratching, remember where your follicle is. Your follicle is 0.3 centimeters beneath the epidermis, which is your top layer. So you don't want to disturb that. And then I'm going to share with you our virgin olive oil detangling effect. Remember the type of conditioner this is? It's a detangling leave-in conditioner. It's a natural balm for hair. Nourish and moisturize deeply, soft and shiny, rich in nutrients. And you heard our CEO talk about how it detangles her hair and how it leaves her hair so shiny and so natural, so easy to manage. That speaks volume for our leave-in detangling conditioner. It's amazing. You put it in, comb it through, and watch how the comb just glide through. And we have other products that Melissa's excited about also, because she's testing and has been testing for many months on her own hair. Finally, she said, this is it. And I said, this is it, Melissa. Because hair grow through three phases. The anagen phase, and that's the phase that is staying from 2 to 6 years and it's growing. Then you have the catagen stage, which is about 5 months, and it's in the transitional phase, and it goes into the anagen. Telogen phase. And the telogen phase is where you have shedding. Now, if you have excessive shedding in that phase, then you have telogen and fluvian. That's something you look into. You have excess hair on the shoulder. You have excess hair in the shower. You have excess hair in the shampoo bowls. You want to stop and say, what's going on? Like John Lewis said, if you see something, say something. If you start getting that, because most people don't realize they're losing hair until they're 51% in the losing zone. So we here at Wakana, we have a system now that's going to stop all that and going to help maintain. My mom always said, my grandmother rather said, Doris, your hair is your crown and glory. Well, I said, Mama, where's my crown and what happened to my glory? You don't want to say that. I did say that because I had lost this in the top. I had what Dr. Glenn talked about was CCCA, central losing, centrifugal spreading out, cicatricial with scar tissue, alopecia. And with the ingredients in our hemp powered hair oil, guess what? My hair is back and I'm excited about that. So how do you use our hemp powered hair oil, which is a part of the system, but it's a sidebar. It is like the leading lady, leading man. And what you do is 3 times a week, you put it on your scalp in the area of challenge, 3 times, gently massage it in, or you place it under your tongue 3 times a week. Don't swallow for 60 seconds. And you're going to be fine, providing your follicle is still what? Alive. That's very important. You can also use it as a treatment. Using it as a treatment, you take a half an ounce to an ounce of water, put 12 drops in it, shake it up good. Make sure your hair is 50% dry. Then you spray it in and continue to style, whether you're going to wet set, whether you're going to blow dry. And if you're wearing a wig, a weave, or you got your hair braided and you can't take it down, just put it in and spray it on. If you're wearing a weave, you're going to set under the dryer, dry for 50%, come out, spray it on your tracks, on your braids. Don't worry about spraying on the rest of the hair, because that's detached follicle hair. But you spray it directly on your scalp, and you'll be amazed when you take it down how much hair you will lose or not lose. You'll be surprised. So without further, I'm going to turn it back over to Melissa so she can take us through the entire system, how she uses it. And I'm excited about this, you guys, because this is a game changer. And if you want to be a part of the game changer, you want to get on board.
Hey, Kathy, if you hear me,